It's on the Japanese 22, taken by Watanabe. Trailing by 22 points. Samoans have used their big men to such good effect. Look at them driving into the maul, but this is Graham Bashop now on the narrow side to Daisuke Ohata. Masuo it is. On that left wing. Bashop waits, feeds Hirose, Motoki. McCormick is through. Andrew McCormick with support coming in from Daisuke Ohata, who couldn't collect the pass. And how do they need that pass to go to hand? How badly do they need a score there, Japan?
Yes, pretty unlucky, but McCormick had a beautiful timed run through the middle, waiting for his support, didn't panic, but again, I think the right wing took his eye off the ball there, and it came to nothing. But again, lovely work trying, and Japan needs more of that.
Here we go again with Samoa attacking from deep. It's Brian Lima. So'o Ialo. Brendan Reedy couldn't collect the pass. Play on, says the referee. Simo Setiti. His first touch of the ball. Picked up now by Okubo for Japan, but they'll have to come back.
Understandably out there, some very tired players and a lot of mistakes coming towards the end of the game. But it's been a very much a high-tempo game, and it's I know again their legs and their hands are starting to tire somewhat.
Yeah, and there's an injury here, but looking at this match and what we've seen now, we've seen the Japanese, we've seen a pretty abrasive, uncompromising performance by Samoa. The Welsh boys will be looking at this match. What do the Welsh team and management take from this match, looking at Samoa?
Well, Samoa have obviously used their physical advantage over Japan today to the utmost. Their ability to score tries as well has come well and truly over. They have some very good runners, very physical, and the thing with Samoa is to avoid the contact and to work as a team rather than individually.
So Ialo feeds, the scrummage is disintegrated, the referee allows it to go on. This is Leo Pepe, the replacement centre for Samoa. What a handful he is. Holding on to the ball though after the tackle, and so Japan will be able to work it from here. Bashop taken on by Ito, the replacement lock for Japan. Hirose, McCormick again, tackled by Leo Pepe. And still Samoa encroaching the offside line. Greg Smith. Samoan defence is so firm. Motoki with a quick pass, McCormick, and that's Yoshida who's come on for Japan. Jamie Joseph barges off Stephen Bashop. You can't barge off Setiti though. Murata. Japan are pressing for a score. They desperately need one. They've only got one penalty to show for the second half. McCormick taken down by Lima. And you have to give 10 out of 10 to the Samoans for their defence.
Very much on a valiant attack by Japan, but they're very isolated and in ones and twos rather than driving as a force. And then as ones and twos, they're easily picked off by the big hit and tackling of the Samoans, but magnificent defence for them.
Brian Williams reflecting on a pretty impressive performance by his Samoan side this afternoon here at Wrexham. Bashop now to Motoki, who's lost it. Japan too eager to collect the ball, and that's obstruction in midfield, clearly indicated by the referee, Andrew Cole. Bashop. Well, this shows you how confident Samoa are now. That was Pat Lam just running into the heart of the Japanese defenders. Sini Ta'ala. It's a knock-on and an accidental offside, so the scrummage will go to Japan. Mike Mika is on in the front row for Brendan Reedy. Mike Mika, another of the England-based players for Samoa. He's plays for Coventry. The Japanese take it on through their captain, Andy McCormack. Bashop out now to Jamie Joseph. And a chance here for Yoshida. They threaten to break through the Japanese, but the attack is still on. Here's McCormack. Can he get through? Thumping tackles again in midfield by Samoa. Ball is not out. That'll be a penalty. Semo Setiti coming into an offside position. The ball wasn't out of the ruck. Ohata attacking for Japan, and that's illegal. Japan are so close. It would really be a consolation try if they could score. It's Motoki who's in there. So Japan are a centre short if the ball does come out. Joseph tries. Bodies all over the ball. Leota is standing on his own goal line, and Soialo takes it, kicks it upfield. And here comes George Leopepe all the way. And Leopepe, it's Soialo. Afato Soialo scores. Very much the same stature as Leopepe, but it was the kick downfield by the right winger. He scores his second try, and Japan must be totally deflated with that.
It had to happen, really. A period of sustained pressure for Japan, but unable to break down a magnificent Samoan defence. And again, a sensible kick downfield, and Afate Soaola followed up his kick well, and there was no one at home for Japan there. Everyone was up in attack. Japan, who have valiantly put everything in to a man, to a standstill, and there's no one left there to challenge Soaola.
Afato So'oalo, the try scorer. Five tries now for Samoa, and this man Silao Leanga, the fullback, with 21 points to his name, has increased his tally for Samoa in Test rugby. And if he keeps going at that rate of knots, he'll end up as being one of the great players in Test rugby. Two easy points for the fullback, 23 points to his name now, and Samoa are 38 points to 9 ahead, and just a couple of minutes to go.
Lianga had a very assured and composed performance at fullback today. He's a good find for Samoa.
Keiji Hirose to restart. And is there going to be further damage? This is the captain, Lam, and Samoa are rampant. Up to the halfway line they go. They dearly love to score another try. They might get one here. So'oalo cannot take it.
As with any of the South Seas sides, Samoa, once they got a momentum in their hands, they're very difficult to stop. There's a surge going upfield, and again, an opportunity for them to get a hat-trick of tries there, failing to hold on to a very difficult pass though.
Hirose, Motoki, he's been busy in midfield, but the Samoan tackling has really been frightening stuff. In all positions, Japan have really been unable to break through. All they have to show for their efforts, Japan 3 penalties by Keiji Hirose. Number 18 for Samoa is the replacement scrum half John Clark, who plays for Blackheath. He's on for So'o Ialo, picked up by Lamb. Clark's first touch of the ball, that's Leo Pepe. Laenga back inside. Picked up now by Setiti. Glendinning. Leota. Men over here. It should be a simple run-in for Brian Lima. And Brian Lima scores his second try of the match. Both the Samoan wingers have collected a brace of tries, and the man who's plied his trade in Auckland for the Auckland Blues and the Otago Highlanders in the Super 12 has now added his second for the Samoan try total.
It was not a question of if but when Samoa were going to score here. Japan just run out of defenders. Everyone's been committed. I said a very committed and courageous performance by the Japanese defenders, but really outmuscled. The ball just been thrown back in any old way, but again, knowing the superior numbers out wide, and someone of Brian Lima's quality isn't going to mess up an opportunity like this.
It's noticeable how the likes of Brian Lima, with all that experience, Ponsonby in New Zealand, they know him all over New Zealand and all over the world. He's a pretty canny performer. But the Samoans have looked strong and still look strong as the match draws to a close. And the Japanese have been on the back foot. They've taken a bit of a hiding. Silau Laenga with the conversion. And it won't draw around. And that is the final kick of the match, and it is a thumping performance by Samoa. 6 tries in their demolition of Japan. The final score, Manu Samoa 38, Japan 9. Final score, Manu Samoa 43, Japan 9. The Samoans can feel very happy with that performance. Very happy indeed. Trevor Leota in the middle of it. Japan will be asking a few questions, but you have to give it on the day. Yayan, the Samoans were just too strong in most of the departments.
Yeah, they have terrific spirit within the squad there. You can see them talking amongst themselves, and a very good victory, very confident, but again, outmuscled Japan. But again, I think there'll be a danger in this World Cup, as they have in the previous World Cups in 91 and 95. Very formidable outfit.
Once or twice there were some tempers boiling over below the surface, but you have to say that the match was played in a very good spirit, and the Samoan supporters applaud their team. Stephen Bashop there, central to the Samoan cause. In very difficult conditions, this has been a very good rugby match with lots of skills, no shortage of commitment. And some of the tackling was some of the most fearsome I've seen for a long time. Japan certainly played their part, but there was no breaking through for Andrew McCormick and his men. No,
very courageous, very committed, as he said, but again, up against the ferocity of the tackling of Samoans, plus their ability to score tries when chance arose. Again, too much for Japan to handle there today. But again, in these atrocious conditions, very cold, very windy. Some good football played out there, some good rugby, great ball handling skills by both sides. 1 or 2 turnovers and 1 or 2 handling errors, but considering the conditions, pretty much a high quality game.
Inga Twingamala there, congratulating his team members. Such a massive influence on any game he plays.
The crowd are there rewarding the endeavours of both sides, really. I said they're rather